CNN has the book that everyone inside the White House and anyone outside interested in politics is either talking about, worrying about, laughing about, or furious about. Fire and Fury, Michael Wolff's White House expose. Late last night, the president's lawyers tried to block it, and the publisher, in defiance, advanced the release date to tomorrow.
I will tell you the one description that everyone gave, everyone has in common. They all say he is like a child.
Maybe the president is a bit crazy, but forgive me for asking, how exactly did sane work out for America?
Actually, he goes on to say, throughout my life, my two greatest assets have been mental stability and being, like, really smart.
And he literally writes, like,
I'm not throwing
really
that in
smart.
there, yes, I want to point out. Like, really smart. Crooked Hillary Clinton also played these cards very hard, and as everyone knows, went down in flames. I went from very successful businessman to top TV star to President of the United States on my first try. I think that would qualify as not smart but genius, and a very stable genius at that.
The Post reports that according to two people briefed in the meeting, the president asked, quote, "Why are we having all these people from shithole countries come here?" referring to African countries and Haiti. The president then...
Or if it's true, this is how the forgotten men and women in America talk at the bar. This is how Trump relates to people.
All personnel take shelter immediately.
Just after 8 a.m. in Hawaii, pandemonium in paradise. Hysteria triggered by a false alarm. The terrifying message screamed across cell phones throughout the state. Ballistic missile threat inbound to Hawaii. Seek immediate shelter. This is not a drill.
The government shutdown is sharpening the debate over immigration and the DACA program. A CBS News poll out this morning shows most Americans would let young immigrants brought to the U.S. illegally as children stay in the U.S.
Now you've got the president throwing a wrench in here. It is very difficult to come to a deal when you don't know what the president is for or against. And earlier this morning, we heard from Mark Meadows, the chairman of the Freedom Caucus, saying he doesn't believe that House leadership actually does have the votes to pass this in the first place.
Lockdown is in effect. And if you look at that recent CNN poll, people realize this is Chuck Schumer's fault. And that's exactly right.
Happening right now. You're looking at live pictures of major cities across the country where hundreds of thousands are gathering to kick off this year's Women's March in Charlotte, Denver, Chicago, and New York. Let's get...
The New York Times is trying to distract you. They have a story that Trump wanted Mueller fired sometime last June, and our sources, and I've checked in with many of them, they're not confirming that tonight. All right, so we have sources tonight just confirming to Ed Henry that, yeah, maybe Donald Trump wanted to fire the special counsel for conflict. Does he not have the right to raise those questions? You know, we'll deal with this tomorrow night. We have a